free time to look at the country's economy. A consultant from Saddleback, USA, and economists, insurance brokers, will take part in the seminar. Reports say the seminar will bring together over 100 participants to look at issues that will develop the country's economy. We have here with us the consultant from USA, Saddleback firm, USA, Kortor Kamara. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning, Sierra Leone.
Good morning.
Okay. Now, everybody knows that the economy is in a bad shape. So, but could you describe Sierra Leone's economy at present?
The potential for Sierra Leone's economy is actually very bright, particularly in light of policies that have been embarked upon recently in the mining sector. Internationally, we are looking at Sierra Leone's potential as very great. And that is from a risk management insurance perspective that I am basically stating this. Because we do analytics on the economy of Sierra Leone for major stakeholders, investors who are wanting to invest in the country.
Okay. Now, we had an economist here once in our program who actually said that the economy, has cancer and it can be cured if certain, measures are put in place or certain things are put in place. But you'll be looking at key issues to develop the country's economy. So what are some of these issues that you'll be looking at?
What we are looking at primarily are the fundamentals. We believe that with the projected growth in the economy, I think the Minister of Finance has indicated in the region of 51% for next year and the following year. We are anticipating that we need to establish the rudiments of a risk management environment because risk management and insurance is really what drives the engine for global trade, global economic activity. If we are going to engage the world community economically, we need to be able to have in place in Sierra Leone risk management principles, solutions that is going to give confidence to people overseas who want to come and invest in our country. They need to be aware that their investments are going to not only be brought into the country, but the infrastructure that is required to ensure growth in the economy itself is established. And that is where some of the principles of risk management and insurance is what we will be dealing with.
So your own contribution primarily is going to be how you could use risk management and insurance to enhance the country's economy.
That is correct. That is exactly.
So let us look at some of the technicalities involved.
Okay. You've got to look at this wide spectrum of the economy of the country itself. There are certain areas, for example, in ownership and transfer of lands, if we may just take an aspect of it, that has caused a lot of problems in Sierra Leone. Even though the Ministry of Lands and the Administrator General's Office are charged with controlling that process, we do lack what we call title insurance. Title insurance will ensure that there is private participation, not only having the Ministry of Lands or the Administrator General's Office, where a lot of fraud and mismanagement, let me say, has been occurring in the registration of lands in the country. We will be making a presentation at this seminar on lands, title insurance as a solution to some of our land issues.
Sir, are you having a kind of a consultancy, a brokerage, as the case may be? Do you have one in this country?
We are actually hosting the seminar in collaboration with the Sierra Leone Insurance Commission, which is the regulatory body for insurance in this country. Under the able leadership of its Commissioner Augustus Kanu, we have embarked upon a series of topics and solutions that will be presented at this conference. I have also actually, over the past 5 years, as part of the Saddleback team in the United States, worked exclusively with certain insurance companies here to provide reinsurance placements for some of their
So you provide the services.
That is correct, yes.
Are you hired to provide the services for them?
No, I am a Sierra Leonean first and foremost. I work, as I say, in the United States. I've been there for close to 30 years now, working in insurance. Prior to that, I worked here at the National Insurance Company in the early 1980s. Before I went.
So it is that you just come and you give them free.
That's correct. I have been sensitizing the industry. I've been working to ensure,
So are you doing a kind of philanthropist, work? You're not paid, but you do it.
Well, over the years we have done that for individual companies, but in respect for this international conference, there is going to be a fee that the insurance companies, other financial institutions, the banks that will be participating, governmental agencies and ministries will also be encouraged to send in participants. Those will be charged.
So for this time around, you're not going to do it for free. You are going to be giving something.
Yes, there's going to be something, Yes.
Now, in developing a country's economy, it doesn't take a day, even a year or two. It takes time, and it progresses. So after the seminar, what should we expect?
What we should expect, quite frankly, is an expansion and a build-up on the resolutions that are going to come from the seminar. We want to merge what the insurance and business people that will be participating in this seminar are saying into the national framework seminar that is being discussed by some of the other participants.
Mr. Kamara, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we had an economist here who says that the problem with Sierra Leone is the implementation. That's the problem we have here in Sierra Leone. So how are you going to ensure, because you're putting so much effort in actually developing this country's economy together with other economists in Sierra Leone, so how are you going to ensure that these resolutions that actually come out from the conference will actually help develop the country's economy?
We plan on actually setting up shop in Sierra Leone. Saddleback Re, which is a US-based organization, reinsurance organization, is actually planning on establishing this year an office in Sierra Leone. As I said, we have been in the Sierra Leone insurance industry for 5 years. We've already, we provide services here, but we do not have an office per se in here, in Sierra Leone. What we plan on doing is essentially move it to the next level, wherein implementation through a project process we call enterprise risk management will be implemented, and we are trying to bring risk management solutions to ministries, departments, private businesses, financial institutions, and the
so
like.
Has that been the problem with our economy? Has that been the main problem?
That is because we do not have the fundamentals. That is the problem. From our perspective, from our business perspective. With that, you have found that we contract, for example, and we are not able to follow up on contracting. People come and do capital projects in Sierra Leone, but because we do not have an enterprise risk management office, for example, that ensures that the terms and conditions, for example, in their contracts are implemented. And in the event, for example, it is not implemented, we as a society go and seek subrogation rights against funds that may be out there. And for example, people come and do capital projects on the roads, for example. They have outside insurances. If they don't perform accordingly, we have been unable as a society to go back and...
So why do you think economists here in Sierra Leone have overlooked, because maybe they might be aware of all these risks and all, so why do you think they have overlooked, all these things that you were talking about, the risk management and insurance as well? So why do you think they have overlooked and not taken that into consideration when actually signing contracts?
Well, again, I do not want to really cast aspersions on people, but what over the years I have noticed is most of the training by our risk managers in Sierra Leone has by and large taken place within Sierra Leone. So exposures to other outside influences and how current trends in the industries are taking place have really not been part and parcel of what is required here.
Okay.
So those are some of the things we want to
Mostly, thank you so much. Thank you. He is a consultant insurer. Thank you so much for being with us on Good Morning Show. Let me just go